If you've ever sat on a flight thinking, this is taking forever, relax. You probably haven't met the true endurance beasts of the sky. Back in 1914, the first commercial flight zipped 17 kilometers across Florida. Basically an airborne Uber boat. Fast forward a century, and airlines now sling us halfway around the planet in one go because, well, humans are stubborn. Non-stop or bust. Thanks to better engines, clever design, and a sprinkle of aviation ego, we've entered the age of ultra long-haul flights. So buckle up, fluff that neck pillow, and join us as we count down the top 10 longest flights in the world. Number 10. New York to Singapore. At the very top of the list sits a true giant of endurance. Singapore Airlines nonstop flight from New York's JFK to Singapore's Changi Airport. Covering a staggering 15,332 kilometers, this flight has held the crown as the longest commercial service since 2021. Nearly 19 hours in the air might sound like a nightmare, but for frequent flyers, it's a badge of honor. The airline's Airbus A350-900 is the secret weapon here. Designed for long-haul comfort and efficiency, it features higher cabin humidity, better pressurization, and ambient lighting that tries to fool your body clock. It helps, but let's be honest, when you're binge-watching Lord of the Rings, taking a nap, eating 3 meals, and still not landing, time starts to feel like a concept invented to mock you. That said, the ability to fly halfway across the world without stopping is astonishing. For business travelers and wanderlust-filled explorers, skipping layovers saves hours and headaches. And for aviation geeks, it's a dream ride. Number 9. Newark to Singapore. Just 3 kilometers shorter than the JFK route, this one's basically its slightly older sibling. Newark to Singapore was once the undisputed champ, claiming the world's longest flight title for years, first from 2004 to 2013, and again 2018 to 2020, before JFK's route came along and stole the crown. If you live in New Jersey or prefer avoiding JFK's chaos, this is your ticket to bragging rights. You'll still be in the air for close to 19 hours, enjoying the same cutting-edge A350-900 cabin, with extra legroom and premium economy, endless food service, and enough Wi-Fi to finally clear your work inbox. Or scroll TikTok until your phone begs for mercy. Number 8. Auckland to Doha. This one's a comeback story. Launched in 2017, the Auckland-Doha route once held the title of longest flight, but was dropped during the pandemic. In 2024, it returned triumphantly to the skies, reminding travelers that Qatar Airways knows a thing or two about making long journeys bearable. The airline's Q-Suite business class is legendary. Sliding doors, lie-flat beds, and champagne on demand. Even in economy, the A350's quiet cabin and larger windows help make the 17-plus hour journey a little less brutal. Still, it's not for the faint of heart. This flight proves that New Zealand really is far from everywhere. Number 7. Perth to London Heathrow. Australia doesn't mess around when it comes to long flights, and Qantas's Perth to London is a fan favorite. First launched in 2018, it was the first ever non-stop commercial connection between Australia and Europe, a historic moment for travelers sick of connecting in Dubai, Singapore, or Hong Kong. At nearly 18 hours, it's no short trip, but the Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner was built for missions like this. It's lighter, more fuel efficient, and has better air pressure and humidity than older jets, meaning fewer headaches and slightly less jet lag. In 2024, tensions in the Middle East forced Qantas to temporarily add a fueling stop in Singapore. But now the direct route is back, giving travelers a straight shot from the beaches of Perth to the bustle of London, with no layover required. Number 6. Dallas-Fort Worth, Melbourne. Texas goes big, and that includes flights. Dallas-Fort Worth to Melbourne is Qantas's answer for Americans wanting easy access to Australia. At over 17.5 hours, this flight links one of the US's busiest hubs with Melbourne's vibrant arts, food, and sports scene. Dallas-Fort Worth's sheer connectivity makes this a power move. Australian travelers can land and hop to nearly 200 US cities without leaving the airport. Meanwhile, Americans get a one-stop path to Down Under. pack snacks, stretch often, and maybe upgrade if you can. Those hours add up fast. Number 5. Paris, Charles de Gaulle to Perth. France to Australia in one go? Oui, absolutely. Paris to Perth is one of Qantas's newer ultra-long routes, and it shows just how determined the airline is to connect Europe and Australia directly. It's slightly shorter than the London flight, but still nearly 15,000 kilometers, long enough to catch up on French cinema and a season of Emily in Paris before landing in actual Australia. Travelers love avoiding layovers in the Middle East or Asia, even if 17-ish hours in the air test patience. Still, Qantas has become a master of this game. Lighter Dreamliners, better cabin air, and routes designed to make long hauls as humane as possible. Number 4. Auckland to New York. When Air New Zealand launched its nonstop service to New York in 2022, it was a big deal. Finally, Kiwis could fly straight to the Big Apple. Not long after, Qantas jumped in with its own version, sparking competition and giving travelers more options. At 16 hours and 15 minutes, it's shorter compared to some others here, but it's still long enough to make you rethink your relationship with airplane food. The Dreamliner's comfort features, larger windows, quieter engines, help, but prepare your body clock for some serious confusion upon landing. Number 3. Auckland to Dubai. Once the longest flight in the world back in 2016, Auckland to Dubai has since slipped down the rankings, but it's still a beast at over 14,000 kilometers. Emirates' stellar service, and yes, those famous free cocktails, makes this nearly 17-hour journey easier to bear. The route highlights how competitive ultra-long-haul flying has become. In less than a decade, 14,000-plus kilometer flights have gone from jaw-dropping to just another Tuesday. Aviation is evolving fast, and passengers are reaping the benefits, if they can survive the hours. Number 2. Shenzhen to Mexico City. Here's an unexpected twist: a China-Mexico nonstop. This flight connects Shenzhen, one of China's tech powerhouses, with bustling Mexico City. It's the only route in the top 10 featuring both a Chinese and Latin American city, and the only one operated by a Chinese airline. A quirky detail: while it flies direct from China to Mexico, the return trip stops in Tijuana because Mexico City's high altitude makes it tricky for a fully fueled aircraft to take off. Smart workaround, right? Also, it's an incredible cultural mashup. Dumplings to tacos in one hop. Number 1. Los Angeles to Singapore. Wrapping up our list is the Los Angeles to Singapore flight, Singapore Airlines' third entry in the top 10, proving the airline is an ultra-long-haul master. First launched in 2016, then operated by United, it's now a reliable 14,000-plus kilometers non-stop option across the Pacific. If you've ever sat in LAX traffic and thought that was long, wait until you spend nearly 17 hours in the air. But hey, you'll land at Changi, one of the world's most luxurious airports. Waterfalls, butterfly gardens, and massage chairs are a great reward after surviving the journey. And there you have it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating aviation facts, travel tips, and the coolest stories from the skies. Until next time, safe travels. And may your long-haul flight always come with extra snacks and good Wi-Fi.